And another thing, men act like women. Why do men act like women? You know, it's the most feminine thing in the world is when a man ignores you. You're a bitch. You're a bitch.
This is what you sound like when you don't actually own the argument. When you borrowed it, you heard it someone else, and you just regurgitating it. Describe. Let's talk about it.
And another thing, men act like women. Why do men act like women? You know, it's the most feminine thing in the world is when a man ignores you. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. What, have you ever been ignored by a man? Have a man ever walked by and never said, hello, good morning, how are you? If he didn't speak, it's because he's a bitch. That is a feminine trait to ignore a woman. You know, it's very feminine. It's almost like you beefing with another bitch. Why are y'all not building houses? You know, if y'all stop sitting on podcasts, stop taking trips to Colombia and Thailand for lady boys, and start acting like men, hear me out. Things will be fixed. Can you put up a TV? Can you put up a wall mount for a flat screen, or do I gotta call the Russian down the street? Can you put up the wall mount? Can you put the fucking wall mount up for the flat screen, or do I gotta call Poppy? Who do I gotta call? Who do I gotta call to fix the tire? I gotta call the girl down the street? Huh? Or who do I gotta call to fucking lay the pipes down in the house? Y'all, you can't put up a wall mount. Build a fucking house. Build a house. Don't ignore females. Learn how to build a house. Don't ignore women. Learn how to put up a wall mount. Be men. Stop acting like women. Stop acting like a woman. This shit is fucking weird with y'all. And then it always be because y'all got a sorry ass mom. I gotta really get to the point of the situation is some of y'all got some sorry ass fucking mothers because they enablers. They've enabled you. And switched your testosterone to estrogen. And now that's why you act like a fucking lady. You act like a woman. You walking by girls and ignoring girls. You're a bitch. When a woman comes in your vicinity, you say either good morning, good afternoon, or good night. You don't not say nothing. It don't matter if you like her or not. You're a bitch. You're a bitch.
So listen, New York is comprised of what? 4 million, give or take, bitches? We don't say nothing to you in New York, right? I see you in the morning. Maybe you get a head nod. Maybe. Listen, you sound hurt. Right? In all seriousness, you sound hurt. You sound like men are not giving you the type of attention you want. And you've borrowed arguments from everything that you saw online. This is a quintessential point that I'm trying to make. When you don't pressure test your own thoughts, your resolve, you just borrow things from anywhere else, and you don't realize what you're saying because it sounded good to you. That's why you hear repeating it. The question always comes out. You hear the first time by someone, yo, men don't build houses anymore. Men build plenty of houses. Men have always built houses. The ones when you see a house going up, who's building it? Typically men. Construction, typically men. It's happening. You looking and saying, well, why don't you individually have the skill to build a house? I didn't go to school for that. I didn't have to learn that trade. We have the ability to learn different things, different areas. It's kind of how we made a civilization. Not everyone builds houses, right? Some people are doctors. Some people are engineers. Engineers can build houses. Engineers could be chemical engineers. You can be plenty of things. You don't have to have the skills to build a house. You just have to be able to pay someone to do it. You want someone to mount a TV? Yeah, okay, you can do that. You can find a stud. That's not difficult. But if I don't have the time, I can pay someone to do it. It's a value of money. That's why the economy is the way it is. People have skills that are good and excel at something, and you have money to take care of that. That is where it is. That doesn't make me less masculine. I have a task that needs to be completed, and I have the resources to make it happen. In fact, we started bartering because of this. We said, hey, I have chickens, you have a goat. What do you think would be an equal value, equal trade for this so I can get that? Yeah, I don't herd sheep. I don't have goats. Good with chickens though. How about that? That's kind of just how we are. When you try to insult men, you try to find silly ways to insult men, you don't recognize how stupid you sound. Go build a house. Why? If me learning that skill, that trade, what would that do for me relationally with you, who you're just using to insult me? And then if I disagree, now I'm sassy, now I'm DL, now I'm gay. Okay, now what? Now what? If all the men that don't conform to how you think because they ignored you, because they don't say anything when you come in, because they don't recognize you, they don't know you. We don't have a community. We don't do that. You're not any of my relatives. Yes, if I'm at a function with my relatives, with my extended family, I come into the room, I'm greeting my elders, especially anyone that's around to talk to my mom, especially my relatives. I don't go anywhere, especially growing up, into the house. The first thing I did, go greet my parents. You have to have value to me. The problem is you don't have value to the men that you want to have value to. You want them to behave a certain way, but you never give them reason to behave that way. You never show them why they should stand in your presence. You curse, you scream, you don't move like a lady. So why should I treat it like a lady walked in the room? You don't realize what it sounds like when it's particularly to me. When you curse, when you call us bro, when you call us nigga, that does not endear me to you at all. When you're hypercritical of men and you have no grace, nothing for men, why would I now go out my way to make sure you're okay? Why would I use my pristine TV mounting abilities for you? Why would I do anything like that? If I could go build a house, why do you think I would just put you in it? No, we don't have that society. If society evolved or had a catastrophic failure, we had to go back to building houses, you damn sure know it would be a valuable skill so people would know how to do that. People would learn how to do that. Trial and error, the same way we learn how to build houses in the first place. Keep using it as an insult, thinking that it somehow devalues men. Oh, you're not masculine. This is the problem. You're lacking testosterone. If you flood me with testosterone now, I'm still not gonna go build a house. Not. Again, it's because you don't have this argument. You haven't thought this through, so it doesn't really stand the test of time. It doesn't stand under pressure. You just thinking, okay, what is currently online? What do we say that's insulting to men? I'm going to use that. The issue is, it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. Insulting men has not gotten you closer to the type of man that you want. Why are you loyal to it? Has it helped you? Even when some of your biggest heroes are the ones insulting men and secretly married to one, secretly engaged to one, secretly pregnant by one, you're the lost flock out here repeating something even the herder stopped saying a long time ago. You think it makes sense. You think it makes sense. All it does is exclude a lot of you. Listen, that's my take. That's how I look at it, right? That's me. You could feel completely differently. And if you do, let me know down in the comments below. If you see another video on screen, check it out. Let me know your thoughts about those in those videos. And of course, if you listen to the sound of my voice now and you don't know how to build a house, I think you should subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.